So thank you for joining us this afternoon. We have scheduled this training in conjunction with your broker. And today's training will be a presentation of Agent 3000, an all-in-one marketing tool that is exclusive to our Miami members. So it is absolutely free for our Miami members. And Connie Nieto is here. She is one of our trainers, and she is going to teach you all of the good things that Agent 3000 can do and everything that it has to offer. And I'll be in the chat answering questions. I'm Maggie Guriel. I'm the Vice President of Coral Gables Professional Standards and Broker Relations. So most days you will find me in our Coral Gables location, and professional standards means that I am usually involved in ethics complaints and requests for arbitration, but then I also work with brokers, which is part of the reason that we're here today. So without further ado, I'm going to pass this off to Connie so that she can start to show you all the wonderful things that Agent 3000 can do.
Thank you, Maggie. It's a pleasure to be with all of you today and to show you this wonderful marketing tool that we have available. I always invite you to come to our main page, of course, and to log in, click into the Miami Gateway. I did send some resource information and some details via the chat. I hope you received them. I will also be sending you an information sheet with details and more regarding Agent 3000. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Share with you an info sheet that we've created. To get it, all you need to do is find the chat and click on it. If for any reason you do not receive it, you can always email Maggie or I. My email is connie@miamire.com and Maggie's is maggie@miamire.com. But we did supply it here. If you want to, you can remind me later at the end and I can repeat and send it again. Now, what is Agent 3000? You can log into the Miami Gateway and actually come to the gateway and find the icon for Agent 3000. It is free. From Miami, everything that we're showing today and we'll be demonstrating is free for you to use, and it's right here. I always want you to know that if you needed additional information, there is a dedicated landing page to Agent 3000, and it's miamirealtors.com/Agent 3000, where we have a video description on the product, and you also have a list of items of what you get for free, including unlimited landing pages, easy to use social media tools, and more. Some of the items I'm going to be highlighting, of course, are available here on this page, but I wanted you to note that there's a possibility to upgrade if you're interested, and you have details on the landing page, right? And you also have videos and tutorials and instructions on how to log in and full training playlist here on this web page. So I'm going to go ahead and copy it as well and add it into our chat. So if you want to click and have it available, you may. Now, once you come into the gateway, you would, of course, log in by clicking Agent 3000, and that brings you to the primary page for Agent 3000. Like in any product, you have to set up your information, brand it to you, etc. But I do want to show you some special items that you have here. There are webinars that they are scheduled. There is a phone number, 239-728-1152, that you can contact. There is an email, support@agent3000.com. And the owner is very hands-on and always willing to assist. Many times when you will email or call, you will reach him directly. His name is Sean. He was a former broker up north, now lives on the East Coast of Florida, and provides this wonderful tool from the knowledge of what he needed and required and from working with others. There's also a Facebook page. If you're interested in following, you can do so. And then, of course, there's the setup. I have an updated here on the dashboard setup with widgets and areas here that really demonstrate to you what the upgrade includes, like calendars and anniversary. The upgrade includes for $20 a month, a CRM system and a website, which we teach in an Agent 3000 Part 2 and 3. But to make the product yours, which is how we should always start, we're going to come here to where the green gear is located, and you're going to see it says settings, and this is where we're going to click through. Now we can click into this and you'll see that you have profile. Here you should take a minute and come in and put your name and maybe put any designations or certifications you've earned. Put in the company or brokerage that you're working with, the office address, suite, location, state, zip code, of course, phone number, your direct phone number, and your email and website. Email and website. The website would be a direct URL that you would copy by opening up your website and pasting it into here. And then there's a wonderful Save Account Profile button, and you will see that it says Success Updated Database. The next item from here that you're going to want to look into is the logo, and you should ask your office for a company logo. You can choose the file and, of course, come in and upload it. So choose the file, find it on your computer, and upload it. The next thing is the photo. Why is this so important? This will go on to flyers, sign writers, any information that you put or that you create will then lead them to a page with your info, and you want your branding to be available. So pick a quality picture, right? And it's saying that the ideal size is 315 pixels by 420. And all you have to do is the same as for the logo, is choose the file, find it on your computer and upload it, and you will see it here. Now for this one, there's no save button, and there wasn't one for the logo either, but you do have the ability to add both. And once you're done, you can close down here on the lower right-hand side, right? Or on the upper right-hand side, click on the X, either or, and that's when you've done your branding. Now I have additional items here, but we're going to be focusing on some particular ones, which include landing pages, the social media tools, flyers, single property websites, creating ads for Craigslist, QR codes. So we're going to talk about these items that are for free and are wonderful. Now, when you're starting out, you may want to create like a landing page for information purposes, and the system will allow you to create as many as you like. There's a short video tutorial here. If you ever wonder, oh, what do I do? Did I click it right, etc.? Right? You can give the landing page a name. Remember that when you share it onto social media or you share it on site, that name that you provide may be visible. So what I'm going to put here as an example to you, right, is show you how you would create one. But before creating, I'm going to scroll down and show you one of the first ones that I created. I have here a couple. Let me see. I have one that I created here, and let me show you. I'm going to click in it, and I actually created this page with an image that I had taken, right, in the Sunny Isle area. We've been waiting for you. Allow us to help you find your future home and keep you company too. You can connect it to Facebook, require what you would like them to give and information, have them send it, and you have the accessibility, etc. So this page is something that you would be able to copy and paste and put into social media. You can create a link from your email signature saying, hey, if you want to get additional information, click here and more. I see Maggie, of course, is offering her tidbits and features, and she's sharing with you some vital info about no limitations. So how do you create one? Well, I'm going to come back on Agent 3000, and remember that this on the left-hand side is called landing pages. I'm going to go ahead and call it, generate. Yes, if I want to add my contact information. If I want an image, right, I can select one or a map, and the background image I can click. They'll have several ones available to you that you can select from, right? And you can also come in and add an image. I want to show you quickly. I'm going to click choose file, and I had an image here that I had added this morning to be able to show you, right? I had put it in just in case. I'm going to go ahead and upload it. And you can have it here. You'll see the file is uploaded successfully. So maybe you have a listing you want to add, etc. And then you would come and select a photo, whether it was this one or any of the others, right? So I'm going to select this one that came in a little bigger. And then you can scroll down and come in and select it. So that's the image that we will be using. You then have here a way to preview what it will look like. And there's a dialog, right? Background color that you can select from. And then you can choose opacity or not. And I'm going to leave it around here so you can see the change. Now this is here like at 53. Here's at 68. What is it doing? It's putting this background on it so that you can write over it, right? And connect. So here I'm going to put in a message. Do something like this, right? And notice that I have like a computer with my info. Let's stay in touch. I can go ahead and enter a button, send me free list now, or I can put something in here like, I can then add my email address. I can include, Facebook landing page. I can put required fields. So what am I trying to obtain? Now, this is a lead capture page, which will allow you then, of course, to capture a lead, get the information, and then be able to contact them. So I'm going to maybe require a name, phone and email or address. I can select one or all. I'm going to go ahead and put email address. And then I can have optional groups. This is for the upgrade. I can have a response and a destination response. I can email, right? Email subject for the prospect. So I'm going to go to here, contacting. I can put here follow up. Right. And here's a message that I have written. Thank you for your interest. By the way, is there a specific criteria or feature you're interested in? So if you're leading them to the thing, or you can write something else if you want. You can, of course, put in a signature, add information. One of the things I really like about this is that you can actually come and, put in some link information, put in a photo if you like, put a hyperlink. So if I was trying to send them to my website, I could do so. And I want to go ahead and show you my Facebook page. And I'm going to copy it and come back into Agent 3000. And I'm going to put here just so that you can see Facebook selected, right? And then here's the little link. Click and add my link. Now, what's neat about this is that what I'm doing is always making sure that they can click and connect, click and be notified, click and get more info. Then you have Facebook Analytics, Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics if you have accounts that you can add, as well as AdWorks, right? And then you click submit. Okay. And it's going to save it for you. What's nice about this is that I love the fact, as Maggie has told you, that this becomes your reservoir. You can create several of them and use them more than once. So looking to buy a home, you can put it in another language, interesados en vender, right? You can put look here, buyers, the original one that I sent you. So it'll keep it for you. So if this is something like you want to create ones that are seasonal, etc., you could do so. All right. So I'm going to come back here to the very top and click on this one. And here's the information that it creates. This is something that you can then copy and paste and post. All of this easy step by step in Agent 3000. If you've noticed, I like these, so I've created quite a few. I did one a couple of years ago for falling back. And here's one, the one that I created now, that generate interest. Now this image, just so that you know, I love Canva, so you can use something like Canva, right? And they have images, and I went ahead and gathered this image and created it there. But if it's a listing you're looking to do, you can actually put the listing photo as the background, etc. Coming back into Agent 3000, the next thing I want to show you, I'm going to come back to the left to come into our menu bar. And the next thing is social media tools. Social media tools. Here in social media tools, I want to concentrate in a listing collage post and a website screenshot share. Sometimes you find a website, or your website has something that you would like to share. And I'm going to show you with the associations site that if I copy and paste the website, what appears is a portion of the site, a segment, not the whole page. So this website screenshot share is actually a wonderful tool for you to actually show the whole site. With that said, I'm going to come into my Miami Realtors page, right? I'm going to go ahead and copy it. And what if I was trying to promote an event or a listing that I have on my page? So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to come to Facebook, create a post, and click to share it. And what comes up is, let me show you, right? My Facebook page, but that's not what I wanted to show, right? It's copying from here. So let me go back and copy my website. Copy it here, come into Facebook. Let me go ahead and clear this out. Discard. Let's try a new one. Let me refresh. Oopsie. Create post. Let me right click and paste and make sure. There we go. This is what I wanted to show you. So I want to share this beautiful website. Look at the page, look at the splash of information, look at everything you have here. Let me reduce it a little bit so you can see it. I really wanted to share all of this, but when I go to share the site, look what shows up. So that's not really what I want to represent. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of here, discard and refresh. And I'm going to show you that by copying the URL from here and coming into Agent 3000, right? I can do a website screenshot sharer. Every time I say that, I think, ooh, that's a mouthful. And what I'm going to do is easily come in and select my URL that I want to, put it in, and I can add click to view overlay, or I can rotate it. And what is this click to view? I've always noticed that if you put a photo and you don't give instructions on what to do, you may not get what you're looking for. But if you put a photo and it just has a visual aid telling them, hey, click here, what do we tend to do as consumers and as humans? We click. So that wonderful click to view is there. I want to share that with you. And I'm going to go ahead and click on Get Screenshot. Maggie, do you remember when we first got access to this, how many of these we would share? I love the fact that it does it in a couple of seconds, and then you can come in and this is what it's going to look like. So you have the website and it tells them clearly, click to view. You can share this to Facebook, to Pinterest, or to LinkedIn. And I'm going to go ahead and do it for Facebook right now. Notice that it will open up a window directly. It's always good to do this on your computer when you're already logged in. And then I can select, right, a page and a page I manage. And now I'm posting it into here. And then, of course, I would come and put it in. And then post it to Facebook. So that's a website screenshot sharer, right? The next item that I want to do is to show you a little bit about a listing collage post. Have any of you heard of our OK to Advertise classes? Anyone? You can share and speak. The class is all for you, or you can text us via the chat. We'd love to hear from you. We have an OK to Advertise program that came about November 2020. We did one presentation was done by the association, by the chairman of the board at that moment, and Deborah Bolza Balador, which is the chief for marketing and more. And they presented this idea, and you can actually do searches. So since Michelle said, no, I'm going to take a minute, Michelle, for you and for those here, and let you know that in Matrix, one of the things that we love to teach is how to create your favorite searches. You do know that you get 10 favorite searches. And if you notice, I have here an OK to Advertise search, and you can actually do it by segments or area. We teach that. And I'm going to go ahead and take an OK to Advertise property because I want to make sure that I can share it. And I'm going to come back to the agent single line. And guess what I've added? You guys know how to add columns and different items into your grid here. Look at Maggie giving information. I love it. She's explaining it. So OK to Advertise properties are divided into no, you cannot share. or yes, with written permission. So you have to formally request, or yes, attribution required, meaning that your posting must mention the listing brokerage, right? Courtesy of, right? So IDX rules. And there's others that say, yes, attribution not required, where you do not need to mention the listing brokerage, much like Maggie has explained. So one of the wonderful things here is that you can actually come and choose. Please note that there's 721 currently. And I'm going to come into my criteria. I actually did here a quick search in the system and I saved it. So I did a cross property quick search, right? And these 700 plus properties are all of the okay to advertise that are yes. And I saved this to my favorite so I can quickly see the information. Now, what I want to show you now is that I'm going to come to results here and I'm going to select one, right? So I think I'm going to pick here, this beautiful condo in the Turnberry, and I'm going to come and click in it. I know the information, and just to let you know, you can scroll down and see the okay to advertise, right? Under agent office info, and here is the okay to advertise, as Maggie explained. This one is yes, attribution not required. So what am I going to do with this? I'm going to come all the way to the very top. I'm going to go ahead and copy an MLS number, right? You can jot it down, but I went in here and I copied it, right? And what I'm going to do is show you easily. You just have Agent 3000 open, right? You come to social media tools, listing collage post, and all you do is paste the MLS number. Remove this area in the front, and you will see it right here. So all you had to do is have the MLS number. It's that easy. And you can click here. Now, in an environment like we're currently working in, where there is not a lot of inventory out there, it is a great opportunity to have these okay to advertise properties, because sometimes what you're doing with posting and sharing is enticing potential customers, right, to go ahead and either list or purchase with you. Now, we do have authorization due to the okay to advertise, so you can accept the terms because Hector and American Dream Investment have allowed you to do so, and you click I agree. So there's never that concern. And then you can choose from these wonderful images to simply come and select and drag, select and drag. Okay, let me click on this one and drag it here. Let's show here. And maybe like a piece of the beach. So you can take these wonderful listings that are available, okay to advertise, and you can come and create a collage. This collage will then allow you to share it to Facebook, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. Let's see if my LinkedIn is connected. We'll come and do that. And it is. So any of you LinkedIn users, you like LinkedIn, you've used it before? I always say that you want to show like your very best on LinkedIn, correct? So these were wonderful images. And what I'm going to do in here is share in a post and write a message. Okay. Put something like that. And then, of course, I'm going to put my twist as an instructor. Miami members, join us for an Agent 3000 part 1. Or you would come in and say, are you interested in buying, selling, investing, being a part of the South Florida real estate scene? Please be sure to contact me at, and you can put your details or a link, etc. You can add hashtags, property, and more, right? And they'll even tell you additional hashtags that you can add. And then, of course, you would come and click on post. and you can actually view the post. I always like to view. So I'm going to click and view, and here's my gorgeous post to LinkedIn, right? Interested in owning property in South Florida? Contact me. Miami members can join, and here you have the details. How do you like that? All right. Next, coming back to Agent 3000. Okay. I'm going to come into here, and that was, of course, the listing collage post. Any questions so far? You liked it, Michelle? To me, it's easy. I'm going to show you one more time because this is probably like a hit. So I'm going to click on listing collage post. I'm going to come back into Matrix, and let's see the next property. Oh, I like something with good photos. Let's see. We'll look over here. All right. On the OK to advertise, attribution not required. And here you can simply come to the top, select, right click, copy, come into Agent 3000, right? Paste in, remove that little area that comes from the MLS, allow it to search, click, yes, Eloisa and AMG International, we accept, you've allowed us to do so, and look at this gorgeous post. Okay, let me see this one and this view here, and this one that you can see the outside as well, and you can create your collage. So this is about being productive, being quick, being efficient, being able to share quickly. By the way, you can do this with your own listings, right? And ask in your office if you guys interact or share, right? And of course, go ahead and do it again. We're going to go ahead and share to Facebook, right? And then do so as well. We'll go here and we'll put it on a page and share it. And you go ahead and you post it. Next, I'm going to come in, right? Well, that's posting. And I want to come and show you some items here like our flyers. So the same thing. Maybe you have an open house. Maybe you've just sold. Maybe you've just listed, etc. Of course, I see that you have questions here and that you're asking. What we're trying to do is record it, right? Let me make sure. Yep, it's recording. I see the little item in. And what I'll do is I'll try to edit it after and I'll send it to Maggie so she can share it with your office. And we do have additional items and additional courses that are available and pre-recorded. So we're going to come in and come to flyers here on the left-hand side. And there's a tutorial to teach you how. And we have a 1 photo, 4 photo, 10 photo open house flyer, just listed, just sold, and for rent. So what I'm going to do here is select the 4 photo flyer. And I'm going to go ahead and pick the same MLS number that we just used, right? So I can show you how quickly, you know the MLS number, you plug it in, select. You have permission because of the OK to advertise. Now remember that you can do this for your own listings. Ask in your office if you can share from your offices, go ahead and do that. And then you, of course, you have that ability for the OK to advertise. You go ahead and you agree to the terms here. You come in and select, right? You can choose to not show the address, not show the price, choose to add your profile photo or a QR code. So what if you're trying to use this like new vision that everything has a QR code and let's use it. You can create it here. So I'm going to create one with a QR code and one with a profile photo so you can see. I have the ability to put my contact information in. I can select, right, a background image if I want. I can actually select a background color. So if there's something that you would like to put on the back, or you would like to color code it or put it in, right, with a coloring for your office logo, etc., you can come in. You can ask maybe if they have the code. If not, you can come and easily select, right? You have the amenities and information. And if you want to, you could come remove the remarks and say, you know, write that in. And here, you haven't asked yet, but some folks have asked me, oh, Connie, I'd love to post on Instagram. Please remember that if you post these right on Instagram and they have then become sold, etc., you should go back in and either put that and edit it and put on the bottom, you know, sold, etc., or update it. Now you can create a PDF for the flyer so you can have it printed. You can create a JPEG and you can post to social media. So I'm going to go ahead and create a PDF, right? Oh, I have way too many amenities. So some of the amenities have too many. So let's see. Let me just leave here, Porsche. Let's see if it was that one. I love how it tells you when I come and create it. Let's see if it'll do it again. And here I have it. And here's a flyer that you would have created, right? With your logo from the beginning, the photos you selected. Now, let me zoom out a bit so you can see it, right? And here you have it. Now, is anybody on the call with their phone at hand? You can go ahead and take a picture of the QR code and see where it takes you if you're interested. Alrighty, now let's do another one. I'm going to take this same property, right? And I'm going to create a JPEG. The thing with the JPEG is, oh, I have a pop-up blocker. Let me go ahead and allow it. Always allow, done. I'm glad that sometimes shows up because that way I'm able to show you guys that you can just allow it and continue. So here you have an image that you can then right click, save the image as, right? I'm going to go ahead and download it in my downloads from today. And guess what? Any of you use Instagram? Let me see if I can log into my Instagram here. One of the wonderful things, Instagram, you can now log in and post, just post to your page. So what am I going to do here? Click on the little plus sign on Instagram, select from my computer photo. Here's my download. Go ahead and pop it in, right? Size it correctly. And here I have it. Next. Next. And then just share. What did you think of that? Again, from Agent 3000, that was the flyers. Please note that you can also create one for an open house for you, right? And you can also come and create just listed, just sold, and for rent. So if it's your listing, I'm just going to go ahead and pretend and use the same one. You can do that. You can have the information here, select it, accept, agree. Of course, this one I won't post because I'm not selling it or anything like that, but I do want you to have it and see what you can do. I love that the photos are integrated, that you can come and slide the bar and select all the photos. This time I don't want to show the address. I want to explain if it was just listed or sold, right? So let me say just sold, and I want my profile photo, no QR code. Again, I have the selection. I can put in my information, select background information as well, and then create the PDF. Just sold, right? And my photo. Remember last time it was the QR code? All of this available here. What I love also is that these flyers say courtesy of, following the IDX rules. Next, I'm going to come in and I, of course, want to show you that you can create single property websites. And that's here on the left-hand side. We'll give it a second while it loads. Have any of you liked it so far? Did you like everything that you can do? How easy it is? And of course, below are your listings. You would have your listings here, right? And it would already have one. So let me go ahead and select one of these. Let me see. Let's pick this one. Copy it, come to the top and paste. Select it, right? Accept the terms, agree. And here I have it. And I have the ability to create all of these different types of websites. Now, you would copy the URLs here and post them, but I want to give you a preview of these. So template one, the original, I'm going to open it up, and this is what you would have created. It looks like an info sheet, would have your name, your information, right? And you can add these to email signatures, post them, share them, etc. Especially if you're having an open house, you could have something like this available, right? Showing in a computer or on a screen. Next, template 2. This is with the all black, right? Additional photos, information. I love this modern, sleek look, right? Next, I'm going to come back in. And I have template 2 with a white header. So the same template, but with a white header. So you have different options, right? This wonderful look and feel. Information, amenities, features, photos. They can click and view them full screen. All of this was a click. All I added was the MLS number. Next, we have template 3 with black header. And this one right here, I love it because this is a lead capture. So you have the information, you have the status, you have what it is, right? And then look at this. They would come in and write into you. So this is what I was talking about having the instructions, like more info, and they know that they can write into. And you also have that one available in white. Thank you, Maggie, for helping them. We are recording. We will be sharing after. I'm going to edit it as soon as the class is done because I see how eager you are. So that way we can get the message and the links to you. Does that sound like a plan? All righty. I'm here back now in Agent 3000. Those were single property websites. And now we have a Craigslist item. And of course, we always invite you to join us. Remember that we have classes all the time. We're back in class and hybrid and available, so we'd love to see you. Right? So I'm going to click here on Craigslist. Okay. And for those of you that may still use Craigslist or are interested in Craigslist, you have a couple of options here. You just need your MLS number, or you can use the ones from your listing. So I'm going to come into the MLS and click next. And let me make sure that attribution is not required, right? Come back to the top. So I'm going to copy this MLS number, come into Agent 3000, paste it in. There it is. Accept the terms, okay? And here I can do a summary or a detailed ad. So I'm going to click on summary, and it says click here to view what your ad would look like, right? And you can actually copy the HTML code for you to be able to put in. So I'm going to click here for you to see. And this is the ad. Now let's select the other one, detailed ad, right? Here is the information that you would copy. You would copy the HTML, paste it into Craigslist, and here you could preview what it would look like. Back to Agent 3000, that was Craigslist. Last but not least, QR codes. How many of you have gone to a restaurant and you've seen them? How many of you go to a location and they'll have a QR code and you can take a picture? Have you been to an open house or a showing, or have you done your listings and you need a QR code? They're cool, right? So what we're going to do here is come and click to QR codes. I'm so happy Maggie's there so she can answer and give you information because I'm making sure that the screen is big enough and I don't see all of the chat. So I really appreciate it. So here we have the QR code, and you can do it for a listing, right? So I'm going to go ahead and paste in the listing number here. Give me a second. Let's copy this one again. Come back into Agent 3000 and paste, right? Now this is if it was mine, right? I want to showcase it here. You can force a customer to email to view the listing, right? So you can force lead capture if you want. Select a type of sign. Is it a sign? Is it a newspaper? This is for you to be able to track it. So what are you creating it for, and where are you going to put it? Newspaper, magazine, postcard, mailer, email, flyer, Facebook, Trulia, Zillow, Realtor.com, Craigslist, etc. So let's say that you're going to do it on a postcard, right? And you get the QR code. And here it is. What you would do is write copy, right? Save as an image, and then make it a part of your postcard. A V card. This is always fun. So you would come into here and put your information. Address. Your email. Website if you have one. I'll copy my website, come back into Agent 3000, paste it in, and organization or no. And you can get the QR code. Now, I invite you, if you want to keep my information, go ahead and take a picture of the QR code, and you're going to see, I'm going to test it myself as well, that if you're on your phone, you focus on the code, it'll take you, and you should be able to, it'll tell you to save it. You'll have the contact information in. Can you imagine the power of this? Oh, you need my info? Oh, here. And it'll automatically put it on your phone. Did anybody test it? I love the QR codes. This is one of my favorites. Next, URL. You have a website and you want to create a QR code. Let me paste in my website, get the QR code, and now this is the QR code directly for my website. And that takes them directly to my website. How about that? Next, a text. This is always cute. So right, and get the QR code. I noticed that it's going to try to call. And this is everything, right, that we wanted to show you and share with you. To me, it's just an amazing product. The fact that you can copy paste or put in your listings and it automatically creates, that it takes seconds for things to be created, that they're easy. It's an easy setup, that there's a video, there's a tutorial and more always available. Just makes it a wonderful tool. We sincerely hope that you appreciated it. I'm going to take a minute now and again, come in and send you the information sheet. So give me a second while I get it. And I said working with buyers and sellers. Oops. That's what I taught this morning. Here's that Agent 3001. It is amazing. I'm so glad that you said it. I didn't want to say it myself. This is probably one of the best things that we show. I
Yes.
completely think that you need to make a part of this of your business. It's easy to use, completely integrated with MLS data, brings in information. Once you put in your photo and your logo and incorporates it into what you're doing, a few steps, click and create. And it's just, we don't have time and we are not designers. So what this allows you to do is to amazingly do it quickly and it looks great. Everything, as Maggie has told you, that I showed today, which was landing pages, social media tools, website screenshot share, and the Facebook collage post, free, the landing pages as well. And I came in and I showed you flyers, right? And we did a couple. We also did a couple of the listing collage posts. Then we did single property websites. We did Craigslist and the QR codes. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed this. And as Maggie mentioned, the upgrade is $20. And we actually have an Agent 3000 part 2 and 3 that discusses upgrade. And we even have a part 4 for teens. Yet everything that I presented today was free for Miami members. And you have access to all of the information here. And what we will try to do is edit this quickly and get it to you. Some of you were late, some of you had things happen, but we don't want you to miss a blink. So we will share it. Anything you'd like to add, Maggie?
I want to thank everyone who was able to join us today. I tried to share as much information in the chat as possible. I will be sending your broker a follow-up with some of these resources. And then as soon as Connie is done editing the recording, we'll be sure to share all of that with you. I did go ahead and share our Savvy cards, which are our digital business cards, which have our social media and our contact information, so that if you wanted to contact us, you have everything there. And maybe you want to learn more about Savvy Card 2. That could potentially be another training. I know that your office has a training confirmed for May 11th at 2 p.m. for MLS Advantage, MLS Data Co-op, RPR, and Proxio. Basically,
Wow.
we'll be reviewing products that allow you to search for listings outside our MLS. So remember that we cover Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, Martin, and St. Lucie, all 5 counties in Southeast Florida. Over 90% of the listings in Dade County come from Miami members. But if you needed to search for something somewhere else, those products are the ones that are going to allow you to search somewhere else. So let's say someone wants a vacation home in, Texas or in Spain. These products are going to allow you to kind of expand the search beyond the 5 counties of our MLS. So that is May 11th at 2 p.m. And you should be getting that information from your broker in the coming days. But I do want to thank everyone for joining us today, and thank you to Connie for taking some time after teaching this morning to present this information for all of you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Maggie, for inviting me. And of course, I like Agent 3000, so this was a given.
So do I.
I hope most of you appreciated how quickly you could just copy paste, or it has your listing available if you have the listings right there. So it's just easy to use, interactive. And again, they have tutorials. And as soon as we get off this, I'll start editing so I can share with Maggie. Thank you for being Miami members, for being with us, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, everyone. Take care.